Hey guys, I am here outside of Sacramento, California with this, the brand new 2019 refreshed Hyundai Elantra. And I'm here actually driving the new Veloster N, but I thought I would show you this car because, well, this is brand new for 2019, at least it's refreshed. And I've got all of my notes, so let's do a walk around, show you what's new on the nose, show you what's new in the back, talk about pricing, talk about engines, talk about what's new inside, and just get to know this car up close and personal. So the car starts at $17,835, and for 2019, let's give them a walk around, Jim. See, they've kind of sharpened up the nose, gave it a more of a corporate Hyundai image. So right here we have wider and bigger grille. We have this new headlight. We've got these kind of new front fascia that makes it, to me, look a little bit, well, more Hyundai and more modern. Let's walk around the back, because in the back we've also got new headlight, we've got new taillights. So if you look, there is the new tail of the Hyundai Elantra, and this is of course the limited model. So we've got new lights, but really what is interesting is there are not one, not two, but actually three engine choices. And let's go over those, because there's a lot of different numbers to talk about. So here we have the power plant for the new Hyundai Elantra, and there are three engine choices. First and foremost, there is a standard 2-liter inline 4 that produces 147 horsepower and 132 pound-foot of torque. Now that one gets 28 miles in the city and 37 on the highway according to the EPA. Then if we move up from there, we also have a 1.4-liter turbo that produces 128 horsepower and 156 pound-foot of torque, and that's the Eco model. That can either be mated to a manual transmission or a 6-speed automatic. Actually, there are three transmission choices: 6-speed manual, 6-speed automatic, and 7-speed dual clutch. And that dual clutch lives in the Sport version, which has a 1.6-liter inline turbo 4 that produces 201 horsepower and 195 pound-foot of torque, and that's either with the 6-speed manual or the 7-speed dual clutch. So a lot of engine choices, a lot of options. This car starts at, like I said, right around $17,835, and if you get the one with all the bells and whistles, this limited, it's $23,485. That's $860 more than the outgoing limited. The Sport, $23,285. That's $600 more than the 2018. And of course, the 0 to 60 time, at least for the Sport, is 7.8 seconds, and that is according to Hyundai, with a top speed of 120 miles an hour. All right, so those are all the engine specs. Let's go and check out the inside of the car. Jim, why don't you get in the passenger seat? And I'll get in the driver's seat. Like I said, this is the limited. Once again, we've got an updated interior. I gotta tell you, one of my favorite features right here are these new vents. I think they're really sharp looking. This is the optional 8-inch screen. There's also a standard 5-inch screen. Everything in here has been touched. This limited has new controls on the steering wheel, which give you access to the new sense of safety tech called Smart Sense, and you get things like forward collision warning, lane keep assist, driver attention alert, which I actually got basically in case you start to fall asleep. You get a little beep and a little icon telling you that, hey, you may be falling asleep. It's actually a little coffee cup. Now, one of the things that I really like about this car is there's just this sense of very German design, and that's because, of course, the head of Kia and Hyundai design is a guy by the name of Peter Schreier, who used to be a designer for Audi. So if you look at this car, everything is very linear, everything is very German and Audi-esque. And of course, Hyundai always gives you a relatively affordable price with a lot of options. So for instance, in this car we have heated seats, we have Apple CarPlay, we have Android Auto, we have pretty much all the technology that you'd want in a car that starts at, well, almost $18,000. Let's see how much room is in the back seat before we wind this up. So let's go in the back and let's see how I fit. All right, here I am in the back seat. I am sitting behind myself, and you know, it's not bad. I got adequate headroom. I've got adequate knee room. Keep in mind I am very tall, and usually for a tall guy like me at 6'2", this is a penalty box, but back here I could see myself sitting in here just on the way to lunch over work. Now, if you're wondering what this thing is right there, that's the microphone so you can hear me, and I left it there on purpose because I kind of like the way it looks there. If it's bugging you, let me know in the comments below because, well, we can delete it, but I think it kind of looks cool. I'm really curious what you think. Let's go on the outside and kind of wrap this up. Well, there you have it, guys. The brand new 2019 Hyundai Elantra. And Jim, if we turn this way, you will see the brand new 2019 Hyundai Tucson, and that has also been updated. But you know what, Jim? Let's do this. Let's do a separate video on that, going over the changes, because first we'll concentrate on this car, and then we'll concentrate on that car in another video. As always, this is Roman reporting for the Fast Lane Car. Check out tflcar.com for more news, views, and that's right, you saw it first, reviews. See you guys next time. Ciao, and come back for that one. We'll do that one too.